so I don't touch the CPU. We think that blockchain development right now is like everyone programs on a CPU, and it makes everything very low level, bare metal, very raw. So we think that if you want to do more and creatively, this is a blockchain VM. We think that everyone's building stuff on here, but it's very low level. So why don't we build an operating system here, so people can build applications that are more flexible and expressive. That's the idea, the very high level idea. This is OS.
So we need translation. Is this just the concept, or is there any progress?
This is the concept. We're working on a game called Mumu because Mumu allows us to prototype file system for the OS. Typical OS have a bunch of kernels, right? And also OS has this thing called process. Like in Linux, you can run PID, right? And it gives you a lot of process. And when you think about process, it's cool. Process is something that is either alive or dead. You can kill it, you can suspend it, and you can revive it. So if you don't kill it, the process just stays alive over time. And when you think about blockchain, you cannot run anything that sustains over one block. In one transaction, you either succeed or fail, and you're done. So we think that if you want to run something that's alive, that has a life cycle across multiple blocks on the blockchain, we need process to work with. And that also changes how programming works. And yeah, so this is the idea. And another thing, so this is process. Another thing that we really want is the file system. File system allows us to find and navigate and search things on the blockchain. So right now, if you want to search something, you go to blockchain explorer, ether scans, dark scan, etc. But when we have a file system, we can, in our smart contract, have a way to very easily associate other smart contracts, or we can search across multiple smart contracts and pick one. So we can work with file system to find things and reuse things. And so basically this allows us to do a lot of reuse. And I think we don't reuse stuff very much in blockchain. Like every time you do ERC20, you redeploy the open zeppelin standards. So if we have 1 million ERC20 tokens on Ethereum, we have 1 million copies of the same thing. And that's just like waste. Yeah. So this is one way we can improve it. If you guys know Windows, if you play video games, games on Windows operating systems uses a bunch of DLLs. Sometimes if you install things and the DLLs that don't work, the game crashed. It's like one missing DLL and your game doesn't work.
Correct.
DLL stands for dynamically linked library. So it means that when the application runs, it looks for libraries that already exist, and it dynamically links to it. So it doesn't have redundant copies of the same thing. Yeah, so we can have this if we have a file system.
That's why you want to.
And we're making Mumu. And because Mumu allows us to think about file system. Have you guys seen Mumu, the game?
Yeah, we built that.
In
your session. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. But I think it changed quite a bit. But Mumu, right now it's kind of like you build a program, like a diagram, right? Things go up and down. And it takes wood and it spits fire. This is Mumu now. And so you can call this And people submit different programs, right? So on leaderboard, you have like rank 1, rank 8, different programs. Now imagine this is a program with a file format, wood to fire. So this is like a file format, the dot, right? So you can have, I don't know, like John submission dot wood to fire. You can have Alice dot wood to fire. And these are players submitting their wood to fire program, right? So what if we have another program that takes fire in and returns ice, right? So you can imagine people will want to compose this with this because wood goes to fire, goes to ice. You can compose the files. But where are all those files? You can have thousands of these by different players. So we need a way to find and search and use them. So Moo allows us to think about this, reusing things and searching things. But we won't have to talk about operating system, all these grand things. We can focus on making the game great. And we think that this is more productive than going straight to this. Because this is too big to be executable. It's not trackable.
So why do you call this OS, operating system?
Oh,
Is it OS?
yeah, because operating system runs process. Operating system is kind of like one abstraction above the metal CPU.
Right.
And so right now, blockchain has the VM, EVM, Cairo VM, these are VMs. And everyone programs on the VM. So we think that if we have something that abstracts a VM and gives you process and gives you a file system to search things and so on, it resembles the OS that we use every day on our PC and mobile phone. So if you think about Ethereum as the world computer, right now everyone programs on the computer CPU. There's no OS on the world computer. That's the idea.
If you make OS, the phone has private key and signature system and VM, that's all.
Yeah. Like every chain has a VM and the native signature schemes and so on. But an OS can run on top, and then applications run on OS. This is a big thing anyway, so we don't talk too much about this. We talk about this. It's fun. So.
question 있으신가요? Yeah, they can start their own
Oh yes.
project.
Yeah.
Any questions? Do you think it fits into framework chain? AI.
Yeah, so the last the last of the last Matchbox styles hackathon, someone submitted a on-chain training class.
Really?
Yeah, we played the I think we played Tic-Tac-Toe. Like every game, after every game ends, it retrain itself.
Oh.
But then he submitted like an untrained model, so it's like it just plays bullshit every time because it takes so long to train.
Right.
Yeah, like he didn't pre-train it a bit.
Darknet is not ready for that, right?
Yeah, but I think it's a good concept.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know there is GitHub repo. There is GitHub repo.
질문 있으면 해도 되는
그럼요.
건가요? 아, 네. 그 솔리디티에서는 메시지 샌더라는 전역 함수가 있어가지고 트랜잭션의 기록을 남길 때 그걸 썼었는데 혹시 카이로에도 그런 그 메시지에 그러니까 텍스트로 메시지 남길 수 있는 함수 같은 게 있는지.
So you remember the memory of product, right?
Yes.
Like it's, yeah. So in Solidity we have a function to like record their messages and transactions.
메시지 MS.sender?
Yeah.
I didn't program.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So basically she wondered that we can we like record some messages in transaction?
I don't think by message. What is the message?
Oh, okay. In text.
코드를 좀 보고. That is our contract and use that.
Oh, I see. Yeah, message was sent.
And
Okay.
and we will you and
빨리 만드시는 거 말씀하시죠?
네네네 거기서는 그래서 여기서 이제 UTF-8 이렇게 인지데이터를 UTF-8로 등록했을 때 여기가 텍스트로 나오게 원래 기록을 했었거든요.
네.
근데 지금 스타크 스캔에서는 이제 트랜잭션을 하나 열어보면 현재 그 텍스트 값으로 이렇게 보여주는 뭔가 영역 같은 게 있는데 네, 이게 이런 거에 혹시 그 스트링 값을 넣어서 여기다가 할 수 있는 함수 같은 게 네.
Yeah. So
Can you store the text on like, for example, like using call data?
I mean, you can emit event, right?
And event.
And you just emit a lot of sentences, like text, anything.
It's possible.
여기 이벤트라고 있고요.
And start scan would have events. So events, yeah. So you can have a bunch of events here, and each one carries the sentences, words. Yeah, you want the pictures.
카이로 언어를 해보시면 그 우리 이벤트 유닛 하는 게 있거든요. 네네
Event is like blockchain talking to.
Thank you. 카이로 이벤트를 다 이유를 다 못했고.
카이로 언어는 한번 해보시다가 이벤트가 나오는 데가 있습니다. 한번 보시면.
그리고 이거는 좀 너무 간단한 거긴 한데 알센트 연결하는 거 부분도 있어야 될 것 같은데.
연결을 어디 프론트엔드인데?
네네네 프론트엔드에서 알센트 연결하는 부분도 있어야 될 것 같은데.
그거는 저기 그 자바스크립트로 하는 자바스크립트 라이브러리를 쓰는
아마 프론트에서는 리액트로 할 것 같긴 한데.
자바스크립트 라이브
네.
쓸수 있죠.
아, 그냥 거기서 그걸 라이브에서 만들어서 SDK에서.
그리고 디플로이 안 되던 거, 지금 그 CLI에서 그 지갑 배포하고 그 지갑으로 하니까 되더라고요.
그게
네, 지금 저 아르젠티스 지갑 문제인 거.
그게 이제 아젠텍스랑 디플로이하는 엔트리 포인트가 다르고 아젠트 X의 월렛이랑 오픈 제플린 월렛이랑 브라보스는 잘 모르겠는데 브라보스가 다르겠죠. 근데 그 월렛들별로 디플로이 할 때만 엔트리 포인트가 다른 것 같아요. 디클레어 할 때는 동일한, 그러니까 이제 제가 타크스케에서 찾아보니까 그 밸리데이트 디클레어가 먼저 디렉트 디클레어 할 때는 밸리데이트 디클레어 쪽으로 엔트리 포인트를 잡는 것 같고 밸리데이트 디플로이가 디플로이 할 때 엔트리 포인트거든요. 근데 오픈 제플린에서 보이는 그 밸리데이트 디클레어 저 밸리데이트 디플로이 펑션이랑 아젠텍스 어카운트에서 보이는 밸리데이트 디플로이 펑션의 인풋 아규멘트가 달라요.
그러니까 지금 얘기하시는 건 CLI에서 쓰고 있는 게 오픈 제플린 원래이기 때문에 포인트가 다르다고 나온다라는 거죠.
근데 제가
그럼 세팅을 이제 아르젠텍스 원래로 뭐 찾아서 넣는다든가 하면 가능한 건가요?
그렇게 했는데 제가 그걸 아직 찾지 못했어요.
인풋 포인트가 무슨 의미인지 잘 모르겠네요, 거기서.
저도 정확하게 모르겠는데 시작점, 그러니까 디플로이 시작점인 것 같아요. 그거 밸리데이트 먼저 하고 디플로이를 하는 게 아닌가.
디클레어 할 때 밸리데이트는 하지 않을까요?
디클레어 할 때는 밸리데이트 하는데 디클레어는 펑션이 똑같습니다. 엔트리 포인트 펑션. 그러니까 디클레어는 동일한데 디플로이만 다르니까 디클레어에서 문제가 없고 디플로이에서 문제가 있어요. 아이젠트도 오픈 제플린 베이스를 만든 그 번화가 원리시라서 아마 디클레어가 똑같은 게 아니라.
디클레어가 다른 거를 이제 아르젠텍스에서 그거를 이제 여기 CLI에서 세팅하는 방법을 모르면 사용할 수 없다는 얘기인 것 같네요.
네네. 맞습니다.
근데 이거 디플로이 뭐지? 그 어카운트 디플로이 해보니까 뉴 어카운트를 이제 만들면은 거기다가 가스비를 던져 놓고서 해야 되는 걸 보니까 EOA가 있긴 있네요.
EOA가 아니요. 스타트에서 그래서 EOA, right?
거기다가 이제 가스비를 줘야지 거기 디플로이 할 수가 있는 거예요.
그렇죠.
근데 그거는 EOA로서 역할을 못하고 그냥 지갑 디플로이만 할 수 있도록 임시로 사용하겠다는 EOA라고 생각해야 되는 건가요?
저도 정확히는 잘 모르겠는데요. 그게 일단 EOA가 없는 건 맞고 그게 그래서 그 주소에다가 일단 이거를 보내놓고 그 주소를 디플로이 할 때 자기 자신이 사인을 하는 겁니다. 네. 왜냐면 그 CLI의 정보가 있으니까.
근데 주소가 다른데. 주소가 그 디플로이된 주소랑 다른 주소로 리더로 보내서 디플로이를 하라고 그러잖아.
디플로이된 주소랑 다른 주소.
네.
어카운트 주소.
어카운트 주소랑 같은 주소라고요?
말씀하신 어카운트가 뉴 어카운트로 새로 생성된 어카운트 말씀하시는 거예요? 네네. 네, 그 뉴 어카운트 쪽으로 이거를 보내고 그걸로
자기 자신을 디플로이하는
그런
그런 거요.
알자트 원래 연결하는 모듈은 여기다 올려놨어요. 이렇게 참고자료 쪽에다 올려놨어요.
감사합니다.
네.
아, 맞네. 가스피 정의된 그런 페이지가.
아, 그래요? 이것도 참고자료 쪽에다 올려놨어요.
감사합니다.
네, 알겠습니다. 알겠습니다. Actually, yeah. Yeah, actually, I tried to like launching training. So that's why we did highlight your
Yeah.
and
So what do you think about it after rerunning?
it was quite amazing. Like me and Yara was like, okay, he's genius.
No, I think it's just workforce. So, but anyway, it works. Works so. It's like plumbing.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the
Oh,
branchbox entry.
oh,
When is this? 4 months ago. Contract. Player playing against AI.
oh.
We play it with AI in training system. It's just learning stuff. So it updates this parameter based on the update rule. And there's like a reward. Right? So winning a game, losing a game, there's like a reward, punishment. Uses that as a signal to train itself. This is just learning stuff. Yeah. And you can so it wanted to do self-play on chain, which I think is weird. I think it should self-play off chain. But there's some of the sort of the evolved version. So like on chain you have an AI, and anyone can play against it off chain to train it, and then upload the stronger version. I think that's a better pattern. Yeah. But then when you submit the better version, there must be some kind of proof. I mean, like validity proof or zero knowledge proof that says I'm not submitting this AI out of nowhere. This AI actually is this, but evolved.
Oh, okay.
So like proof of training.
Oh, okay. Proof of training.
Yeah. And you can do that if you have like start proof running
So
mode.
it's like quite like hybrid mode. You can train off chain and on chain. Either way. Oh. Yeah, so it has on-chain propagation and also off-chain.
I don't think Q-learning uses backprop, but it uses the Q-learning update rule.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
but
Let me find the repo. I think that they have open source the thing.
when is the last time you got your contract?
Oh, yeah, then.
I mean, with any of
Oh, I myself,
uh,
maybe 2 months ago,
2 months
but I work with Greg and he handles the Mumu's Cairo.
Right.
He plays different.
Right. And yeah, I asked about this because I realized that for now,
Uh-huh.
if you want to deploy some contracts, you need fees.
Okay, it's not
Because-
free, yeah.
Because it's not free and you need to declare first and then you can deploy.
Okay.
So, and declare also needs fees. So,
Oh.
yeah, that's more like
Oh,
300.
yeah, that's going to be expensive, but on
Yeah.
testnet, so it's testnet money.
Right, that's true, that's true.
Still.
Yeah. That's correct.
뭐지?
안녕하세요.
인테리어를 바꾸거나 하는 방법을 찾을 수가 없네요.
그래서 저는 그 아이전트로 그 인바이먼트 세팅하는 걸 찾았었는데 쓰려고 시도했는데 못 찾았어요. 네.
뭐 아르덴티스는 덥긴 했는데.
이러고 내가 이런 대화를 좀
Oh, perfect. Was a great time teaching. See you next time.
That's fine, yeah.
질문 없으면 가도
네, 편하게 하시면 될 것 같아요.
다음에 또 업데이트 질문을 하겠습니다.
네.
감사합니다. Thank you.
Good luck.
These are here, right? Eyes here, like super long.
I think
Yeah.
maybe you can play like cafe music just to make it feel like. I mean, they came from full-time work. It's
Alright,
already a full day of work,
alright.
and this is like very brainy stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Alright.